welcome to this episode of The Average Joe. Today we are in Grand Turk, one of our ports of call here on the beautiful Carnival Horizon. So we'll just do a little bit of filming, show you around a little bit. We're not going to go very far. We've been here a number of times. The island is very, very small, and the population more than doubles when even one cruise ship comes in. So it's going to be very busy. Get out of the way of the golf cart coming by. So with that, we'll walk over towards the beach area and go from there. But here is the Carnival Horizon. She's the flagship of the Carnival fleet. This is her first time here in Grand Turk and Turks and Caicos Islands. She's massive. All right, let's walk on over.
Beaches.
Yeah, coming up on the beaches of Grand Turk. You're treated very well in Grand Turk. I think, from what I understand, most of their economy is based strictly around the tourism here. So they pretty much need us, so they treat the tourists very, very well here.
It's windy on the pier.
They're very windy on the pier.
Lost my hat.
You could lose your hat very easily. Did you lose your hat?
I did.
Did you find it?
Off,
but you found it.
I got it.
All right.
Didn't fall to the water.
Didn't fall very far. This is being filmed with a GoPro, so it's a little different than our normal videos. We brought the GoPro so I wouldn't be worried about it getting damaged, wet, or honestly lost. All the different cameras we use. And there's the big Grand Turk sign. And here's the market area as you go out. All the little stores. We've been to many times. We're going to head over to the beach area here. It's craft market, all the little local vendors. Very beautiful. Perfect blue skies, palm trees. It's got to be about 90 degrees right now, I think, but it's not so bad because you're in the islands, you expect it. All right, so we made it to our chairs. Now, these chairs and umbrellas labeled Cruise Center, those are free. And the ones up front, I think, are provided by Jack Shack, or one of those. I think it's Jack Shack up front, and those are $30 for an umbrella and 2 chairs. So we'll sit towards the back and not pay anything. The water in a few minutes and take some video and stuff, but for now we're just gonna sit here and we'll catch up in a little bit. See around us is bars all around us, place to get a drink, snacks. All right, here's a better view from the beach in Grand Turk of the Carnival flagship, Carnival Horizon. That's actually a really good shot. There we go. And the beach is open, the beach is beautiful. This is a very small island, but the beach is very, very nice. They take care of it. The water is definitely chilly. It is the 30th of May. The water is cold, is the word I'll use. It's about 90 degrees outside, but the water is chilly. The beach is very busy. I believe, and don't quote me on these numbers to check, that there's close to 6,000 individual people on board the ship, including crew and guests. I think the ship is supposed to have 3,900 guests for 2 per stateroom, but then when you take 3rd and 4th passengers, I heard that there's 4,900 guests and 1,600 crew on board for this cruise. And they said this ship, they did say this, is officially got the most number of passengers of any Carnival cruise ship ever. This is the Carnival Horizon's first cruise to the Caribbean. This is the first time she's called on the port of call of Grand Turk and the Turks and Caicos Islands. So the water is just beautiful blue. We're in the general area here, right off the pier. We just walked out of Margaritaville, off the beach. Shops and stuff are. And there's the Margaritaville parrot. He's very famous. He's got a little fez on here and his pink shorts. And there's Mrs. Scratcher. Is that trouble, George?
Yes, I think so.
And that's the Margaritaville trading post. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit here.
Yes, it is.
Which actually isn't bad because it's close to 90 degrees. Have the police station right here. Very safe. You don't have to worry about this island at all. There's really not that many people.
Post office?
Everybody's very, very friendly. There's really nobody not friendly here. Yeah, I think the police and the post office share an office, it looks like. Very secure mail. Here's Piranha Joe's. We'll pop in that little store, see what kind of souvenirs they got. We're not going to go to any of the jewelry stores. We've done that, been there a number of times. I think we're good on the jewelry, huh?
I'm good on the jewelry.
St. Thomas is your best place for island jewelry shopping anyway. $19 US. Sarong, yeah. That's exactly what it is, a wrap. A beach wrap, those are cool. Ah, Piranha Joe hats. Piranha Joe Grand Turk. Maybe that's a nickname I'll take on. So these are just your average, everyday, typical t-shirt, and luckily everything's in USD. So let's see. It is $19.95. Not incredibly unreasonable for a t-shirt.
That's the front of it?
There's the front of it. Yeah. They have all kinds of typical touristy tchotchkes. Panama hats.
Sunglasses.
Yep. Cool stuff. And everything's Piranha themed. Or Piranha Joe. They have drink cozies, can and bottle. And they have little kids t-shirts. How much is that?
It is $17.99.
Got a bigger one there. Okay, yeah, $17.99 USD.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back out here in the central area again. A lot of live bands going over there. I'm not too worried about copyright on the live bands, so that's cool. We can let you listen to that music. And all the different tours you can buy and sign up for on the ship or separately. It's like Mark Henry carries Alex and Annie bracelets. I'm gonna walk over this way.
She promised she'd be faithful to me, but she's
people dancing.
She took all my money, she took my car, my virginity is been undone.
Let's go on into Island Outfitters, see what they have there. They have magnets, little wallets and purses. Grand Turk is known as the island that rescued John Glenn. When he came down in Friendship 7, he came down slightly off course. The U.S. Navy knew where he was, but he landed only a mile or so off their shores. So Grand Turk is a huge tribute to John Glenn. The high school is the John Glenn High School. There's statues to him. There's the John Glenn Roads and Glenn Way, and there's replicas of his caps all over the place. And they live and die for John Glenn. So we'll stop over and we'll go see the John Glenn statue on Memorial, hopefully before we head out of here. So catch up with you in a few minutes. All right, we're going over to one of the John Glenn memorials here, right at the pier. We've got a glimpse of the future and the space shuttle era. And the early years, the John Glenn years. Now we come over to these umbrellas that look like John Glenn's parachutes from when he splashed down. It's so odd to have such a small tropical island being infatuated with John Glenn. And your friend John Glenn, he's such a nice man. He's such a nice man, your friend John Glenn. Him is the capsule. Well, obviously, replica of the capsule. Touchdown just happened. There's the rocket that took him up on it. It's very, very cool. Mercury 7. Splashdown at Grand Turk when John Glenn returned to Earth after his historic making orbit
from outer space.
He splashed down here in the sparkling waters here at Grand Turk Island. It says the capsule splashed down 20 minutes after he took off. Glenn inside onto the USS Noah. He was transferred by helicopter to the aircraft carrier USS Randolph and then flown to Grand Turk. He spent the next several days. And that was March 9th, 1962. The splashdown of John Glenn through this small island in the international spotlight. The island proudly celebrates its connection to the historic flight with the exhibit at the Grand Turk Cruise Center. Today, the Air Force Base is long since closed, with satellite technology eliminating the need for tracking stations. John Glenn on the phone. We got the Grand Turk.
President Kennedy.
Yeah, President Kennedy, Friendship 7 and John Glenn.
And with President Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Fellow Mercury astronauts came to join Glenn on the island on a spearfishing excursion. Glenn and Carpenter rescued an unconscious skin diver. Vice President Johnson flew to the island to congratulate Glenn and take him home. A photograph taken that day shows Vice President Johnson in front of the building that still stands on the island. Many Air Force Base buildings in the area remain and can be seen as one leaves from the Grand Turk Cruise Center to see the island. Very, very cool.
And those must be the buildings.
And those are the buildings from the old Air Force Station.
Very cool.
Very cool. All right, I think we're going to head back over to the ship now. It's a beautiful little island. They used to do salt.
It's a beautiful little ship.
It's a beautiful big ship.
Okay, so we are going back to the ship from our day in Grand Turk. All right, and those are the people still on the beach. Welcome to Grand Turk. So everybody's, not everybody, but a lot of people are now heading back to the horizon. And as you can see, there is another ship, another Carnival, you can tell by the whale's tail, coming in. I'm not sure if she's going to port on the dock. It looks like she can. It looks like they have things they tie them up with on the dock. So, all right. So it's a beautiful day here. Spent a little bit of time on the beach. She's blowing her whistle again. See, if you go over across that yellow line.
They've just cleared the entire beach of people because the Carnival ship is going to dock. It's going to cause a great swell.
Oh, everybody has to be out of the water because the ship is coming in. That is so cool. All right.
Down here a little bit.
All right, so we're waiting. This is the Magic.
Carnival Magic.
Carnival Magic.
Selma.
Okay, so she's coming in. You have to get off the pier. And we'll see you on the top side.
All right, here we have the Carnival Magic coming into port, Grand Turk. We came up to deck 10 or 11 on our ship to see this.
Coming in.
She's a beautiful ship too. Oh, half her funnel looks painted. You tend to get so close, but the pier is so narrow down there. They have the ropes course up there like we do. And then we have the sky ride on Horizon. We are very close now. We can see their waterworks really up close here.
There she is. There she is.
She's about to touch. About to hit the bumpers. Alright folks, so this is from the Seafood Shack on the Carnival Horizon. This is an additional cost, and it's open very limited hours. I think it's open today from 12 to 5, and it's on the rear of deck 10 outside of the buffet area on the Lidos. And this is the fish and chips, comes with coleslaw and it looks like tartar sauce, and this was $6. This is the lobster roll, and that's 2 nice sized lobster rolls with some chips, fries,
And some cocktail
and some cocktail sauce and some ketchup,
ketchup.
and that's $12 for that. So again, this is on the Seafood Shack on Carnival Horizon. I know Vista has the same place. I don't know if other ships do. I don't believe they do, but it's open very limited hours. So they have a number of things. You can get whole lobsters, whatever you want there. So it is an additional cost, but not too expensive. All right, we'll let you know how it is. And this was a creature left in our room today. Some sort of, I think it's a pig. It has ears though. I'm not sure exactly. But they're very creative. They're towel animals. This is dinner at Cucina del Capitano on the Horizon. We have a high top table we're sitting at, which is okay though.
Yes.
And here's the menu. La Stovia della Cucina del Capitano. So you can read what it has to say in the menu there about the Horizon being the thing. Okay, so sorry about that. Back to the menu. You can see what's on the menu here. And it's $15 for an adult and $5 for a child. Alright, so there's the menu at Cucina del Capitano. It's a very nice restaurant. We've eaten on the Vista a couple times in this restaurant. And there's the house wine list. There is the fresh made brioche they give you on the table with butter and roasted garlic. It's absolutely beautiful. So that comes on the table regardless of what you order. Very nice.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so there is the chicken parm, and that is the chef's, or that is the captain's favorite. I can't pronounce it, but if you look at the menu a few seconds ago, you'll see it.
Tomatoes.
It's tagged. Tomatoes and provolone cheese and assorted pasta types. But said that.
Basil.
So it looks very good, and I get a side of regular pasta coming with me.
Got a bacon, maybe?
Yep, some bacon in there, I believe. It looks very good. So we'll try it. Okay, we're gonna eat. Thanks, folks. We'll talk to you soon.
Those look like they're...
And there are the sides of the meals. Mine is a standard spaghetti, and that is roasted broccoli and cauliflower. That is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes. There's a little garlic there.
Yeah, there's garlic around the edge. Lemon. There's garlic. There's the apple pastry with caramel ice cream for dessert. And there is something I can't pronounce even remotely, but it's coffee ice cream with a brownie and some sort of coffee mousse or cream on top of there. So, all right, so here we are leaving the island of Grand Turk. There's a shipwreck over there. Didn't see that. And we're turning slowly back out. More beautiful beach. Calm, calm, calm water.